Hello everyone, and welcome back to Soccer Unboxing. So welcome to my sort of obligatory figure festival overview. So in today's video I'll be looking at the WonHobby G 2023 Spring. I do have a couple of figures I just want to go over, like some of my personal favorites or highlights, and I'll talk about which ones I'm interested to see how they look in the future, or which ones I'm interested in pre-ordering. So yeah, that's pretty much the plan for this video. At the time I'm recording this is the day after the WonHobby, so I'm not too sure if there's going to be maybe more figures that I haven't seen. I might do some post-editing voiceover for that if that's the case. But yeah, so most of this is going to be on screen. I will do my usual me in the corner, and you'll see my iPad screen with my list that I've created. So yes, without further ado, let us get started. So here on my screen right now is my list for WonHobby G 2023 Spring. I will of course have this linked down in the description of this video for those who are interested in checking it out. But yeah, there are definitely a whole bunch of Nendoroids for this, and a couple of scale figures, some that are still concept art and such, and some that are drafts. So yeah, I'm gonna go through all of these one by one, hopefully being brief with some more than others. So yeah, we'll start from, of course, the bottom and kind of work our way up. So the first one I have right here are Nendoroid More faceplates. We have the white kitsune and I believe black kitsune. It doesn't really say, but yes, two very cute Fox Spirit Kitsune Nendoroid More faceplates, which I'm thinking of ordering because I also I like Kitsune, I like yokai, so I think these are very nice overall, and I'll probably get both, and they're pretty inexpensive overall. So yeah, so I'm interested to see when these go up for pre-order. After that, we have this one right here, which I had a feeling would happen eventually. These are Spy X Family Anya Forger Nendoroid More face swaps for the Anya Nendoroid specifically, so yes. Had a feeling that, Good Smile would do this eventually. They did it with Demon Slayer, and of course I feel like they would do it for, Anya, because she has many iconic facial expressions. And yeah, obviously, I don't have the Anya Nendoroid anymore, I sold it, but for those who want more expressions for their Anya figure, I guess have these to look forward to. So yeah, I do like the way these look actually, but and I guess you could get these if you just feel like swapping them out with some of your other Nendoroids. But yeah, for me, I'm going to be skipping it, because I feel like there's no point in me getting these faceplates. After that, we have a draft for the Blue Archive Arona Nendoroid, and this little sort of draft of her as a Nendoroid is absolutely adorable. So unfortunately, I ended up canceling that Arona scale figure. I'll probably put it up on screen. It was just because June is, a crazy month for me, and it got more crazy because I got delays, and I feel like she was definitely one of the ones that was a contender for getting canceled if more figures were being pushed into June. But yeah, so yeah, I canceled the scale, but now she has a Nendoroid, and I do think it looks very cute overall. I'll think about it, if I never do get that scale figure, if maybe I want a more posable version of this character. But as this concept shows, I think it is very cute so far, so interested to see what other accessories that she comes with in the future. After that, we have a sort of collaboration. So this is the Cinnamon Roll and Hatsunemiku sort of collab, and we do have a prototype for it, and I do think it's very cute overall. It's Miku just got Sanrio'd, and yeah, I don't know, I think it's just super cute overall. I'm interested to see what the colors look like. I'm not too sure if there's any. No, there's not. It's just a, an unpainted prototype at the moment, but I do like this design. It's very cute, adorable, very obviously Sanrio. So yeah, but as much as I think this is cute, I'm probably gonna skip it. I don't know, it doesn't urge me to want to order this, but I think it's a cute collab overall. So after that, we have two figures that I'm actually quite excited for and were very unexpected, so we'll start with the first one right here, and that is the Hollow Knight Silksong Hornet figure. When I saw this, I kind of freaked out a little bit. I'm like, Hollow Knight is getting Nendoroids, we got posable figures for these characters. And for those who don't know, Hollow Knight is a Metroidvania style game where, you know, pretty much like you explore like this vast world, and the art style for it is absolutely fantastic. I really love the visuals in it. It's very colorful and it can be bleak at the same time. It's a quite difficult game overall, but I feel like, you know, I enjoy those types of games. And just seeing these guys being made into Nendoroids, I'm just absolutely exciting. And, you know, they're already painted, so they might be up soon. So of course, we got Hornet, specifically, I guess, the Silksong kind of version. So yes, but I am very excited for Silksong, and whenever it comes out, I will definitely be playing that game because I need more Hollow Knight in my life. So yes, we have Hornet, and then after that, we of course have the Knight himself. Oh my god, he looks so cute. This is absolutely adorable. I do kind of like what I see on like the cape. I feel like there is like a little bit of shading to their cape and Hornet's cape. So I'm just overall excited to see the accessories that they come with. I have a few in mind, some of like the magical spells that at least the Knight can use. Again, because Silksong isn't out, I don't know Hornet's full arsenal there, but yeah. Overall, I feel like these Hollow Knight ones are definitely like some of my favorites from this WonHobby G, just because it's Hollow Knight. I really love Hollow Knight, definitely one of my favorite games of all time. So yes, very excited to see when these go up, and hopefully they do come out at a reasonable time. After that, another surprise. This is the Ebe Nendoroid from the classic RPG Maker horror game Ebe. We just have a concept right now, and she looks very cute overall. So yes, Ebe is quite a nostalgic game to me. I've watched some people let's play it a long time ago, and it's basically about this girl who gets sort of trapped in an art gallery that comes to life, and she meets some people along the way, and, you know, they try to escape. It's a very classic game. I really like just the style of it, and, you know, the different art pieces that are in it. And yeah, it's definitely like a classic RPG Maker game, and it has had quite a resurgence, I feel, recently. So I'm actually going to quickly go to the page for Ebe and like what other figures there are, because there is this one right here that I'm also interested in pre-ordering. This is the Ebe. I'm guessing it's going to be a diorama of some sorts, or like a little figure. I'm really hoping that this is like 100 USD or less, maybe a little bit over, but I really hope this isn't super expensive because I would actually really like to pre-order this. I like the concept in general. We have, you know, some of the iconic enemies from that game, and we have, of course, Gary. I know a lot of people like Gary, so I'm kind of glad he's kind of getting like a representation in this figure. I do kind of wish maybe they actually put Mary in as well. I'll, you know, put up a picture of her. But yeah, it's very cute. This wasn't part, of course, the WonHobby G, but I thought I'd just point it out because I'm excited for that one as well. And yeah, I feel like Ebe is just getting kind of this resurgence. I believe it first came out in 2012, so it's a very old RPG Maker game, but it has been getting ported to other platforms, so yes. Very excited for this Ebe Nendoroid. I might consider pre-ordering it just because it's a very nostalgic game overall to me. After that, we have this Hatsunemiku figure, the Hatsunemiku Happy 16th Birthday version by Good Smile. So yes, this is based off an illustration, which I'll of course show off. This gorgeous looking Miku right here. Really do love the design with how it's like you have all like the musical instruments behind her. And they're kind of like wings, which I think is a pretty neat touch. And yeah, so it does kind of look like the, you know, original Miku outfit. They just added some things to it, like the frills and such. But yeah, so this is just what we have at the moment. You know, if you don't want to invest in the scale figure that's going to be made of this artwork, you can, I guess, get the Nendoroid, which does look very nice. I'm looking at the sculpt right now. Her outfit, the details on it, you know, are very pronounced. They probably have to, of course, simplify the wings for the Nendoroid, but I still think it does look nice overall. And yeah, they have some schematics of it, but yeah. Don't know if I'll order this one. Have to see it colored and, you know, accessories wise, but I think it's a very cool design overall. After that, we have another Spy X Family figure, but it's a different version of Anya, and this is the Anya Forger Nendoroid Winter Clothes version. So yeah, Anya in just like a winter coat, and I feel like this kind of looks a little bit different from the Nendoroid. I don't know, something about like the head feels like maybe a little bit different. Yeah, I'm trying to like pinpoint it. I feel like maybe the hair is a little bit different in color, but yeah, of course I am skipping the Spy X Family line of Nendoroids because, you know, I wasn't too pleased, or, you know, they didn't enthuse me. Yes, that's the word. They didn't excite me as much as some other Nendoroids, so yeah, I'll be probably obviously skipping this one, but do think it looks cute overall. After that, we have the colored version of the Good Smile Racing Hatsunemiku Racing 2023 version, and I do admit that if I can find an actual good image that's of decent quality, okay. I do admit she does look very nice overall. I really love just the details for this outfit. She's got kind of like a Good Smile beret, which I think is cute, and the hair kind of has like this, at least from this picture, a shimmery kind of look to it. I actually like how that sort of shimmeriness looks, and yeah, I think it looks pretty good overall. I don't really, or I should say I'm not really too into Good Smile Racing stuff, but I actually really do dig this Racing Miku design. It might be one of my favorites that I've seen, and she also does have a little bird companion, so yeah, very cute overall. I do like the hair. I feel like it's definitely my favorite part for this one. And yeah, very pretty overall. Next on the list, we have a Demon Slayer Nendoroid. So we have, of course, because of Season 3, we have the Demon Slayer Tokito Muichiro Nendoroid. And he does look very cute overall. I have been watching Season 3. I've been really enjoying it, and I really do enjoy Muichiro as a character. So I actually... oh, they actually have some more kind of pictures for him. I mean, just kind of a static pose. I do think he does look nice overall, and I actually kind of slowed down a little bit on, you know, collecting some of the Demon Slayer Nendoroids, or at least like pre-ordering them when they first come up. So for now, I have skipped on pre-ordering Senjuro and Akaza. I'm gonna wait to see when they release, but I feel like I might collect the Hashira Nendoroids right away, so like Muichiro is probably gonna be ordered soon. And I was kind of surprised that they didn't have like a prototype or something of Mitsuri yet. I would have liked to see that because I really am enjoying Mitsuri in Season 3 as well. But yeah, he might be ordered. He might be pre-ordered just because, you know, I've been enjoying his character in Season 3, so yeah, a little bit of bias, but yeah. After that, we are moving on to actually a B-style that wasn't on the WonHobby G website, and this is just the original B-style Jakuwa Nazumi 1/4. So this bunny really caught my attention, so we're gonna see if I can get a full body, but yeah. What's striking to me is definitely like the outfit, the weapons that she has in her hands. I don't know if I can say, you know, what it is, but yeah, it's very interesting overall, and I do like her face quite a bit, and I think it's the eyes that I quite enjoy. So if I can get like a quick zoom in on the eyes, yeah, just like that sort of like purple, and even her hair looks fantastic. So yes, this one really caught my eye, and the art style I felt like was quite familiar to me, and then I realized it is by this illustrator, Wuma. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but they actually did a, I'll just zoom in on the goods, a whole bunch of stuff for Ado, the Ado, I hope I probably butchered that, but yeah, you know, obviously famous for Usewa, and yeah, so like definitely can see how, you know, some of these goods kind of look the same as the figure. So yeah, this is a very tempting piece style for me to pre-order just because of how, like, interesting it is and how, like, you know, the details on it and how, like, very different it is from a typical beast style. It is painted, it is colored, so it might go for pre-order soon, and, you know, I'm really hoping it's at least going to be into 2024, because I'd actually like to pre-order this, you know, if it is, like, reasonably priced and such. But yeah, very cool beast style overall. I do really love it. Next on the list, we have this other surprise Demon Slayer announcement. This is the Nezuko Kamado Mugen Train by Good Smile. So it's pretty much similar to the Tanjiro in a box figure in a way. And yeah, I want to bring up some pictures for this. And yeah, it is pretty much like the same as like the Tanjiro in terms of like the fact that it's in a box. And yeah, this is obviously recreating a scene from the Mugen Train arc of Demon Slayer, which I think looks pretty neat overall. But this isn't something I really want to pre-order. I do feel like, again, this is kind of a figure that's sort of like, it's like a weird, like, where do I put this kind of figure? I feel like it's like a figure that you put at the end of a bookshelf in a way. But yeah, very detailed overall. I do quite like it. It's probably going to be as expensive as that Tanjiro sort of figure. And it's probably going to light up too, because I believe that Tanjiro one does. So yeah, if you do have, I guess, the Tanjiro and then you want to get this one, I think they'd be pretty cool side by side. But yeah, just not something that kind of like I want in my collection just because of just how like specific it is in a way in terms of like, it's not like your typical like figure on a base, it's like a figure in a box, so it's a skip for me. After that, kind of another surprise I wanted to point out is the Soul Eater Maka Alburn pop-up parade. And yeah, Scythe figure, that's all I gotta say about that, and kind of surprised to get like more Soul Eater figures. Not too sure if I'll pre-order this one. I know it has a scythe. I love figures with scythes, but you know, maybe I would like a proper sort of Maka scale. I know there was that stupidly expensive in the aftermarket one, which, you know, can't afford at the moment, but yeah, I guess this would be kind of like a nice alternative. Obviously, I'd wait for this to release if I would want to pick it up, but you know, it's nice to have this option. Next up, we have a concept art, or like some, you know, artwork from this game, Goddess of Victory. Nike? Scarlet is the name of the character. Yeah, I really love this character design. I feel like I'm a sucker for those girls with, like the false slender Ronin with the big, I think it's called the Jingasa hat, but this one I really like. I like the white and purple color scheme overall, and yeah, she looks absolutely gorgeous. There were a couple of other ones from this series that, you know, they didn't really catch my eye as much as this one, so have to see how this one looks in the future. But, you know, depending on how it is, like, colored and such, I might be interested in adding this to my collection, because, you know, I would like to get that false slender Ronin figure, and I think they look quite nice next to each other, especially, you know, the black and white contrast, and, you know, they have the same sort of hat, so I think that would be kind of cool in the future. Next up, we have, okay, the scale version of the Hatsunemiku Happy 16th version. Happy 16th birthday, I'm sorry. My god, very detailed overall. Yeah, the original artwork is absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna see if I can pull up. Yeah, because they did have this at the festival. And yeah, Miku looks fantastic in this. The hair flow, the individual strands, the details on her outfit. Yeah, at least the sculpt on it I think is very nice. And do we have a good picture of, maybe not, of like close-up of like the musical instrument wings? But yeah, I think this is actually, you know, very gorgeous overall. Again, I don't know if I'll pre-order this, cause I don't know. I guess it's cause like it's mostly the scale, and I'm interested to see how they're gonna kind of color those musical instruments, cause in this illustration it's mostly just gray and white, and I feel like as a scale figure, I don't know how that's gonna look. But yeah, overall, I have to say though, I'm impressed with the overall sculpt of it, and I'm just overall interested to see it colored. It's probably going to be very expensive, and you know, I'll see how it goes in the future, but you know, I do think it's gorgeous overall. And next, we have the next in the Colors series by Solaren Toys. We have the Colors Red 1/7. Just a, you know, artwork. I don't know if they actually have, yeah, okay. The, I'll probably have to go up and down. But yeah, the artwork for the next character in this series, she's actually looking to be an archer, which I didn't realize until now. Yeah, I do like this series of figures. I did like the blue, and unfortunately I did end up canceling it just to save, you know, some money. The red one looks pretty nice overall, but, I don't know. I'll still probably skip this one just because I don't have the blue, but very nice design overall. Next we have a Demon Slayer 1/4 figure. This is the Kanroji Mitsuri B style. And I have to say, I don't know, I like the way this looks so far. I do like the pink base that she has, and the fact that, you know, she has her, like, Nichiren blade. I almost forgot the name of it. You know, it's a whip, so it's kind of whipping around her. And yeah, so I also did hear though that unfortunately, I do think that I agree with some people, the face is looking, okay, we're gonna look at her face. The face does kind of look a little bit weird. I don't know if it's because her eyes, or it's like, I feel like she's got like a big looking forehead on this one. But yeah, which is kind of unfortunate. I mean, I wasn't gonna pre-order this anyway because it's an expensive investment. But you know, I'm hoping that maybe Freeing kind of changes the face a little bit, because I do quite like the overall sort of like, you know, pose that they're going for. And yeah, so, you know, Mitsuri, I'm again enjoying her character, but I wouldn't invest in a 1/4 of her. Next, we have another concept illustration that I actually really quite enjoy, and it's another Miku. This is the hatsunemiku Shimian Maifu version by Good Small Company. I hope I pronounced that right, and let's see if I can get a, you know, a good picture. Cause this illustration I think looks absolutely fantastic. Miku is holding a musical instrument. I'm not exactly sure like what's the name of it, but I really do like these sort of flames that are around her, just the colors on this one, her outfit, and you know, I guess the sort of base that she has. So yeah, I think it looks very nice. Interested just to see how this is in a prototype of some sort, because this one actually really intrigues me, and you know, right now it's thankfully a concept, and you know, who knows in the future when this will be made, but I am interested in, you know, possibly pre-ordering it just for the overall design and aesthetic for the figure. Next one we have on the list is one that I talked about in a previous figure festival, the Girls Front Line Neural Cloud Florence by Fat Company. So they did a prototype for this figure, which I think looks very nice overall. I like her sculpt, and I actually kind of like her face a little bit. I don't know, something about it looks very nice. The eyes, I think, look very nice. So yeah, they don't have, obviously, the whole illustration in one figure, because this is what it looks like. I really do like this sort of blue, I don't know what type of blue this is. It feels like kind of like maybe a minty blue, cool blue, with the white and black. So yeah, they just kind of have her on this segue for the figure. But yeah, I do like this color scheme overall. Would I pre-order this? I'd say probably not. I don't play Girls Frontline, so, you know, I wouldn't, but I do like this character's design overall, and I really do like the color scheme for the figure. Next we have one that isn't actually on, you know, WonHobby G or anywhere, but it got painted, and I just decided now to kind of talk about it, and that is, of course, the Heaven's Official's Blessing Hwa-Chong 1/7 figure by Good Smile Art Shanghai. So, obviously, when I saw this in like one of Good Smile's Smile Fests or wherever, I was obviously very excited because obviously Hwa-Chong is handsome and he doesn't have a scale, and you know, here's the scale. And I do really like it overall. I am kind of a sucker for the black and red sort of color scheme, and I do think it looks nice overall. The one thing that does worry about it, the one thing that worries me with this figure though is the red stream that is like around him, because it is the same looking one as the Wei Wuxian figure. And for those who know, that figure has not really, I guess, a quality control issue, but like an oversight on Good Small Art Shanghai's part, and that is like one of the pieces that is literally leaning over time as it's like, you know, out of the box. So I fear that this part of like the stream, especially like the top part, like above his head, and also where the butterfly is, over time I feel like that's gonna just start sagging and it's gonna be a hot mess. So that's just what kind of worries me about pre-ordering this figure. I really hope Good Small Art Shanghai just like saw people's complaints and stuff, and hopefully that, you know, the red stream is made out of a different material. If it's not, we're gonna have some issues. Because yeah, and then, you know, I don't know, like, the butterfly on top, like, it's gonna go down with it, essentially. It's gonna weigh it down. Hua Chong himself, again, I think looks fantastic. Let's see if I can get some nice pictures. So we have, like, the butterfly on there. And the back, yeah, which, like, the back of this cherry saying on is detailed. But yeah. So, you know, obviously this wasn't in, you know, this figure festival, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about it just because I kind of worry about this figure in terms of like long-term display. Gorgeous overall with the coloring, he looks gorgeous, but I just fear like the longevity of, like, again, the bloodstream. Hopefully that, I guess it's the bloodstream, red stream, whatever it is, I really hope that it's made of a different material so it actually lasts a long time and it won't just sag and look stupid at the end of the day. So we're down to 3 more figures, unless there are more that I haven't seen yet that I'll do a voiceover for. But right here we have one that actually someone who commented in one of my videos mentioned to me, and that is the Fate Grand Order Kama Heroic Spirit Dream portrait version by Clay Nell. I'm not too familiar with this manufacturer, but yeah, someone pointed this out to me, and you know, I had to look it up. And here is actually, you know, to the best of my abilities with my iPad, the original, you know, artwork and the color scheme for this figure. Very adorable. I really love the cozy vibes. I really like this like big wolf hat that she has with the cute little paws at the end, and she has a little companion with her. I'm not too familiar with this Fate character, but I'm really digging the comfy and cozy vibes and just the color scheme for this figure, so hoping that this is reasonably priced, because I actually love it so much, and you know, I am thinking of, you know, possibly picking it up depending on the price tag for her. But yeah, very cute design overall, and I'll quickly look at, of course, the sculpt for the figure. I think it does look pretty nice so far. Face might be slightly different, you know, maybe her face looks a little bit more chubby to me, at least from the picture. And, okay, they do have their own little booth of sorts. But yeah, I'm not too familiar with this manufacturer. I'm not too sure if they've actually released any figures yet. If I can take a quick look. Yeah, it looks like they're actually pretty new, because I don't see, like, any figures that have been released, unless this Ray. Yeah, no. It seems like they haven't released any figures yet, so I can't say for sure if they're, like, a reputable manufacturer. But depending on the price for this one, I am willing to kind of take a chance with it. But yeah, very interested to see this one colored, because I really do love that original illustration. After that, we have the painted version of the Vocaloid Hatsunemiku Symphony 2022 version by Good Small Company. So yes, I do think this looks absolutely beautiful and stunning, and you know, she's sitting on like the gold wreath. And yeah, but I am kind of torn between like this one and the Symphony Miku with the music box, because you know, I've seen people review it and I've seen pictures of her, and she looks gorgeous overall, and I think the aftermarket price for that first Symphony Miku that came out is retail or less, which is good. Not too sure how big this one is gonna be. Yeah, it doesn't say the height. But yeah, I do think it's looking gorgeous so far. And if they do come out with, of course, the Rin and Len, like scales of Rin and Len in this version with this Miku, I think it would be a very nice pickup overall. Just because it's like you can now have like 3 figures in one. You know, that'd be kind of cool, but we'll have to see as time goes on. So yeah, I'll put her on my radar a little bit, but you know, I'm not too sure if I actually want to go through with ordering it or if I just want to get that other very nice Symphony Miku. And lastly, for right now, the last one we have to talk about is the B-Style 1/4 Nezuko figure by Freeing. It's an unpainted prototype. I think it's alright. Obviously it's unpainted, so you know, we'll have to see about in the future. So she's gonna be surrounded by the, you know, those pink flame effect parts that she has like in the anime and the manga. So yeah, but you know, not one that I would pick up. And yeah, so she's right next to Mitsuri, and unfortunately they also did kind of show the yeah, I'll quickly point this one out too, the Tokito Muichiro B-Style, which unfortunately no one snapped a picture of yet. So if by the time, like, you know, I edit this video, I might pop up a picture of that Muichiro B-Style, and I might like put a text box saying my thoughts on it. But yeah, I'm interested to see how that Muichiro one looks, but I don't know. Maybe I feel like I'm not that big a fan of the pose for Nezuko. I feel like it's just kind of basic and standard, to be honest. But yeah, interested just to see it colored, but something I wouldn't really pre-order. So yeah, that actually concludes the list that I have. To be honest, there wasn't really ones that I feel like I'm like almost like super duper pumped for. I'd say like it was like mostly some of the Nendoroids I was excited for. So obviously the Hollow Knight Nendoroids, Ebe was very unexpected. The this one, the Jakuwa Nezumi B-Style, which I really love the aesthetic of. And yeah, and you know, obviously thankfully some of these are like a couple of drafts, so they won't be coming out anytime soon, but I am looking forward to them, like this Miku figure right here. Love the aesthetic for that one. And of course the Scarlet figure, love the design for that one. But yeah, overall I feel like this went by pretty quick for me at least in terms of recording. But yeah, that was my overall list for WonHobby G 2023 so far, unless there's some extras that I haven't come across yet. So yeah, this is my current list at the moment. So that overall concludes my personal highlights for the WonHobby G 2023 spring. So, you know, as I was looking through the gallery, there wasn't really anything super duper standoutish to me, which was kind of a shame. There were just like, you know, some Nendoroids, obviously the Hollow Knight and Eve Nendoroids, which were quite surprising to me. But, you know, I am quite excited for those. And yeah, and I'm kind of glad that some of these are in drafts, so it's like, oh my god, I don't have to worry about these coming out so soon, and their prices and when they're going to come out, you know, hopefully in 2024. But yeah, so I'm interested to see everyone else's thoughts on this recent WonHobby. What were your personal highlights? And yeah, I'd be interested to see, you know, what people are very excited to order in the future, or ones that you'll be keeping an eye out on. So yeah, that overall concludes this video. I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or night wherever you are, and take it easy. Goodbye. So of course, before I end the video, I would like to give a shout out to my Sakura supporter patrons, and that includes Simon Ta. Thank you so much again for taking the time to donate to my Patreon, and I hope you do like the art piece that I made for you. So yes, I wish you all the best. And yeah, that overall concludes the video at this point, so I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or night wherever you are, and once again, take it easy. Goodbye!